Hello everybody, this is Woolrig, and we're on episode 34 of Infinity Evolved. What do we have going on today? First off, I want to show you a little bit. Like I said at the end of last episode, I got these machines rigged up, Magma Crucible and Fluid Transposer, and just some basic, very simple Steve's Factory Manager, very similar to what we're doing with the alloy smelteries over there with the conditional statement. This one we've got two different outputs for the different machines, and then the flow control just allows us to drop into the next recipe, which I don't have anymore yet. I just have the redstone flux cable, so these power cables. I've got that set up. This I've been filling in with more recipes as I go. So, I've got dark steel ingots and electrum. And then I wanted to show you this little setup I did over here. Kind of a complicated piece of machinery. Basically, I've got everything set up to pull from this chest. The arrows I just throw away in the trash can. The enchanted items will get put over into here, and as you can see I need some books, so I got to figure out some way to get some books in here. But as it gets disenchanted, this filter grabs the books and they go into here. The scrap items just get thrown away. So this should help me get through my backlog of stuff I have going on there. But before I get started with setting up books, I want to make use of the fact that I can make dark steel balls automatically. So I've taught the AE, the auto crafting system, how to make dark steel balls. And these are good because in the sag mill they reduce power and they give me bonus outputs. So that'll be handy. And I would like to make sure that the sag mill stays fully populated. So I've gone ahead and opened the floor here. I'm just going to run a cable up, and it's going to be pretty much this easy. So on this export bus, I will put a crafting card, and I'm going to need one dark steel ball. These are made pretty easily, just a pattern of dark steel makes 5 dark steel balls. So if I tell it to make some, we should get 5 pretty quickly. And of course the dark steel is just made in the alloy smeltery with iron, coal dust, and obsidian. And so I've got the recipe already programmed for that. So all we should have to do is throw this in, use the stock items first, and what this should do is it should start, you saw 5 came in already, and if we go and look at our crafting, we are in fact making those. So it's trying to export as many as it can at a time, and basically it'll just keep this full. The other thing I want to do is put in an upgrade on this. So we see that this reduces our power by 30%, but if I go over here and look, I can get that done better. So I can start with a double layer capacitor. It tells us it increases energy storage, speed, and range. So if we go ahead and start that guy, we are missing energetic alloy. I must not have made a recipe for that yet. Energetic alloy. Nope, I have not made a recipe for this yet. Well, let me do that real quick. Okay. Just added the energetic alloy recipe, and now if I put in the ingredients, you should see them get pulled in, and one of these guys is doing something. As you can see, the parallel alloy smelteries are doing a very nice job. And, you've got this one making dark steel. This one must be making my energetic alloy. Nope, that one made dark steel too. Okay, well, did it already make it? It did. Already made my energetic alloy. And the last thing I need to do for this is to program the recipe. So we make with redstone, gold ingot, and glowstone. That gives us one energetic alloy, which we put into that interface. And now, I already forgot what I was making. Oh yeah, the double layer capacitor. So now if I choose to make one, I see that I can craft the necessary parts. But there's one better. So there's the basic capacitor. You've got to make that first, and then you use the basic capacitor to make a double layer capacitor, and finally you make an octadic capacitor. This takes 2 double layers and some vibrant alloy. And if we look, vibrant alloy is energetic alloy and ender pearls. So let me get that queued up, and we'll just go straight to the top tier. And if we put those in, they should come out and go right to work. Must just never... You must just never request enough items to get these two fired up yet. Don't worry. We will reach a point where they those will fire up at some point. Upstairs. What was I doing? Forgot already. That should get me a vibrant alloy, which I have one. Fantastic. Need to make some more blanks. Get those going. You can see that we're filling up our inventory pretty quick here, so that's fine. That's what it's for. So now that we have that, we should be able to tell it we want to make an octadic capacitor. And I think I need to teach it how to make glowstone block. Fair enough. Spend a lot of time programming recipes, as you can see. We're now on the 4th column. There's a reason why I wanted to build that big assembly tower. It is very important. Makes life much easier. Let's go octadic capacitor. There we go. Just like that. And now we can go ahead and request those straight from the system. And that's something that I want to put into essentially every one of these machines. I thought I had a double layer capacitor somewhere. I think I had a couple of them downstairs. I want to grab those because then I can use them to upgrade. Yeah. Maybe it was just that one. I can use them to upgrade all these machines to make them all store more power and run faster. So, let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 downstairs, so 9. Let's go ahead and make 9. Why not? 10, nice round number. Yes. There we go. So we're going to make 55. That should, if we go down and look at our furnaces now, they should really fire up. All 5 of them should be going here soon. If they're not, I will need to fix something. And they're not. Oh, you know what? I think... Yeah, see, that's not right. So let me fix that. Okay, I figured out the problem. So... The two main things you need to pay attention to when you're doing this in order to get the 4 each to work correctly is, of course, we have the conditional up front that looks in the chest and identifies that we have the proper components for the recipe. And we need to make sure we specify the amounts on these. And I just right click on the item and I can specify the amounts. So I want to make sure that for this one, the energetic alloy, that I'm specifying 1 redstone, 1 gold, 1 glowstone. That feeds into the for each, which then actually goes and outputs that. And I need to do the same thing on the output and set 1 gold, 1 redstone, and 1 glowstone. And what you noticed is that one machine got all of the redstone, and that's because I had forgotten to specify the amount here, and so it just dumped all of the redstone into that one machine. So that's why we need to do the specifications on the output, because that's what allows the for each to work correctly. And of course, you need to do that on all of these so that they all work right. Now that it's right, I should be able to come in here, throw this in, and everybody lights up. Fantastic. And this should not try to put any more items in than what is already in here. So it's gonna sit on this stuff and just wait for one of these machines to free up before it goes on and makes the next thing. So I'm gonna let this burn for a little bit, and I'll be back, and hopefully we'll have about 10 octadic capacitors. Okay, there we go with 10 capacitors. So step 1, put 1 in each machine. Wait. Oh, they moved. And as you can see, it boosts the maximum RF quite a bit. So each one of these machines now will draw 100 RF instead of just 20. So that's going to put a pretty big strain on our power grid. And as you can see, they store a significantly more power as well. And they'll be faster. Case in point, let's just request some, I don't know, dark steel, because I always need that stuff. Well, if it would... Oh, of course. I need to request more than that. Why not? Let's request 100. Let's make this thing work. Come on. Should see that it's going quite a bit quicker. So much so that, yeah, these guys it can't even like catch up. Anyway, yeah, it's faster. Trust me on that. Let's go up here, and not that I use these machines very often, but we'll go ahead and throw some capacitors in here. These are going to be crucial because this is my primary ore processing. And to take a look at what this does for us now, I think I've got some ore. There's some iron, and some tin, just some random things that I pick up along the way. What else we got? Silver, that'll work. Uranium, aluminum, nether ores. Let me see how the proper way to process nether iron ore. So, in the sag mill, that will give us 4 iron ore. Okay, good. Plus netherrack. That's fine. Yep, cool. So we'll go ahead and throw these guys into here, like so. And if we go and take a look, that is much more swift. And you should see that we're getting our secondary and tertiary items a lot more often than not. The netherrack, that's going to be interesting because that's going to add nether brick to our output on the furnace side. Yeah, see the power is not even keeping up right now. I think that's because I've still got leadstone powering those machines. Yeah, I've still got the leadstone duct. So let's go ahead and pop these covers off. I'm not sure where it changes here. Somewhere around, about there. Okay, so looks like we need a few more of those. Having those machines programmed makes this very easy. So we'll just go ahead and pop all these guys off. All the way up. Like that. And replace it with redstone energy flux duct. Which, that'll be good because I think our growth chamber actually draws a little more power than I was giving it before too. So, get all this covered back up. And this should be putting a pretty significant draw on our reactor. Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. About 1300 RF a tick. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, well, I think I'm done playing around with machines for a while. Let's see what, let's go grow some things. I have ideas. Okay, just wanted to show that I've done a little bit of work on the networking here. I've added another point-to-point tunnel, and that's allowed me to free up some of the channels over here because I've got this point-to-point going upstairs, so there's now a full 8 channels going upstairs. And then I also have that same point-to-point is over here, and it's feeding these machines and all this stuff. So, you know, I've got some things to free up the channels. And the main reason I did that is because I think right around over here, maybe right there, I want to put a little piece of something. That's going to be unfortunate. I need to put sand there. I want to put some sand down. And... oops. Not you. Not you. You. And then on the sand, I can't put that yet. I'm going to put some water there. And then I will put sugarcane here. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to run this cable over so that it's right above the water here. And that one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on these annihilation planes. Now, annihilation planes are pretty neat in that what they do is anything that comes into contact with the face of this, so like I can throw items at this, and you'll see those items disappear. And so what that does is it actually pulls them into the AE system. What it also does, if I grab my watering can here, is it will also do this with any block that's in front. It will break the block, and then it will pull it into the AE system. And so this is going to be my very down and dirty, quick and easy way of growing and harvesting sugarcane in large quantities. But as you can see, it's kind of slow in its current state. Now I could stand down here with my, this is my garden of the green grove. You know, I can turn this on. I could stand here and have this run and water at the same time. You know, that should kind of speed things up a little bit. And you see them growing and getting broken and pulled in. But I think I can do better. So what I want to do to speed this along is I'm going to use blood magic. And I'm going to use the Ritual of the Green Grove. So just like the Sigil of the Green Grove, this is a ritual that basically allows me to speed up the growth of plants. So I'm going to go ahead and break these, and I'm going to take up my water, and I'm going to move everything I just put down. And the reason for that is because the way that the Ritual of the Green Grove works is that it works directly above it. It affects the area directly above it. So I'm going to go down one, and I'm going to put my Master Ritual Stone down, and then I'm going to place my items. And fortunately, I just happen to know that that's exactly how it grows, or how it goes. So with that now, I should be able to right click it, and you'll see the little particle effects. Means the ritual is running. And now, just like any ritual, it's going to continue to run all the time. So if we look here, we should see our mob spawners keeping up just fine. So I may not worry about turning this off anytime soon. We'll see if it causes a problem or not. But I'll go ahead and put the sand back down. I need to grab some stone. Because, oops, because I have it, I want to make things look nice. And we'll throw the water back in the center and put our sugarcane back. And what you should notice is that this should significantly speed up the growth of our sugarcane. Unless it's going to make me a liar of it. Come on. It's working, isn't it? Yeah, it says it's working. It's doing its thing. Okay, so maybe it's not significant improvement, but it definitely does seem to be quite a bit quicker than just natural growth. So we're just going to let that run and get ourselves a nice stockpile of sugarcane, which is going up into this chest up here. Now, one of the things I want to do is be able to turn off the import of this so that I don't end up filling all my storage with sugarcane, because that's no fun. Nobody wants to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually break this cable right above here. Probably need to break two places with this. And I have a couple of devices here. I have a level emitter and a toggle bus. So the level emitter I'm actually going to change to an inverted level emitter. Or excuse me, the toggle bus to an inverted toggle bus. And then I'm going to place, let's see, I gotta remember how to do, because these are multi-parts. So I want to do this, and then I want to do this, and that connects there. And if I come off like this, like that, like that, no. It's kind of tricky to get the spacing just right on this. So let's see. I think that'll work. And I can put the level emitter here. Nope, that's not what I need. I need to move this guy. This gets tricky. So let's take that off. Let's take you off. Let's take you off. So that one. That one? Nope. You got to kind of pay attention to what section you're trying to connect it at. That puts it on the bottom. I don't want that. I want to... Sugarcane's in my way. Maybe if I go this way and then put this on top. and then put this like so. That might be closer to what I want. And then put this in here. Okay, well, it's not quite exactly what I wanted, but I get to the point. So the this emitter, let's go ahead and grab some of this now. Grab a piece of sugar cane. I'm going to tell it that I want to monitor the sugar cane, and I want to emit a redstone when the level are above or equal to the limit, which is currently 0. So if it's above 0, that's fine. I want to go when we're above or equal to 1,000. Because that should work well for me. Because with the upgrade, I think it stores, oh no, it'll store 10,000. Yeah, so let's set it to 10,000, and that should keep us from overrunning our storage. There we go. So that's going to monitor sugarcane and item level, energy level. So we want it to be item level. We want to be emit levels are above 10,000. So it's just going to sit here and continue to draw in the sugarcane as long as that's, you know, below 10,000. What I'm going to do with that now is rig up a mechanism, and I'm probably going to need some more cable. So let me craft some things and be right back. Okay, I think I've got everything ready. So if we look, our smart cable here is telling us we've got 4 channels in use. I've got a piece of dense cable there, so I think there's 3 channels in use going this way, 4 this way. So what that means is that I've got some available channels. And I should be able to just come right off of the controller like this. And I'm going to come all the way over to the top of my little disenchanting box. Because from here, what I should be able to do is place an export bus on there, put in a crafting card, and tell it to export books. And now what that should do is it should keep me fully stocked with books. And that is going to be essential so that I can keep this whole thing running. That's a pretty good little auto crafting build. Alright, we're working through our backlog here pretty well. Once I get to disenchanting all of these, I can get rid of all this stuff. And yeah, that should work pretty well. Oh, wait a second. Why did you just threw away that book? Why did you throw away that book? Ignore NBT. Use metadata. Use NBT, ignore NBT. Should not have thrown away that book. That's not cool, man. Dude, let me grab a chest and see if I can just give it a place to go for a while. Because apparently my filter is not doing what I want it to. Yeah. That's not cool. Let me figure out this filter thing. Okay, I'm an idiot. I had this set to a blacklist. I want to whitelist these books and ignore NBT. I was trying to figure out why it was working in reverse. It made absolutely no sense. So there we go. The book goes that way. And in that case, actually, the bow broke. So, you know, that's cool. So I've got this guy set to repeat. What that'll do is, as you can see, this has 2 enchants on it. Whenever we disenchant something, it has a chance of breaking, which if we watch this for a second here, this bow is really not in good repair. So this bow is probably going to break. It's not going to stand up to the disenchanting, which it did. It broke. That's fine. I don't care because I don't want them. Same with this helmet. It has, as you can see, it has a bunch. It has three different enchants on it. I'm probably only going to get one off of that, maybe two if I'm lucky. But that should be fine. This of course, filing cabinet ignores NBT, so it's perfect for things like enchant books because they're all the same number, but the NBT data on them is different. So that's exactly what I want. So let's go ahead and take this chest out because we don't need it. We're doing what we're supposed to be, and let's. I got one more thing I want to do before I wrap up this episode. On second thought, never mind. Looking at the time, I need to wrap up the episode. So, we'll start off with something fun next time. For now, this is Woolrig. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.